Now, we got Crip Mackington. Shout out to Crip Mac. He did something extremely interesting. He was on Manchester and Figueroa in the heart of the Hoovers, feeding the homeless. And we know that Crip Mac is a homeless feeder. He's a habitual homeless feeder. So I don't want to, take away from what he's doing. And if he's feeding the homeless, should he be allowed to feed the homeless within his enemy's community, despite having that super disrespectful Hoover tattoo on his forehead? I guess, because if you're of that community, you would want to see people eat, maybe. And then I guess one can argue, well, y'all not feeding them, so how you mad at Crip Mac for feeding them? But at the same time, too, it's tricky, bro, because one dude said that he saw Crip Mac and then went into the store, and then I guess he left to go acquire some tools. And when he came back, Crip Mac was gone. But my question to him would be, well, why you just didn't bounce out and do your Dougie right then and there? But I digress. Dougie shan't be done. We shan't be doing the Dougie. We finna jump into this though, because Damian Porter had a couple things to say about, the Crip Mac. And we finna just kind of slide over here into this content and see exactly what is going on.
Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now rest in peace to the late great Nipsey Hussle, who made a marathon continue. But I don't know what Crip Mac was thinking in his head when he decided to buy a bunch of boxes of pizza and some old English and pull up to the Hoovers to pass out to the homeless on Nipsey Hussle's birthday.
No, I'm Shiloh.
Now again, is Crip Mac wrong for this, or? I'm not really 100% sure, because again, he's feeding the homeless as he does. Crip Mac is a habitual homeless feeder, so there's that. But the community might not be too welcoming. Let's see how this situation plays out.
Let's see they fight more. I came out here on Manchester and Snoover to help y'all out. Do something a little different.
See, okay, now he's disrespecting. Yeah, so I guess when you say you on Manchester and that word that he used, I would imagine that it would then at that point become disrespectful. And the members of that community would be like, nigga, get your piece of passing out A-double up out of here. Yeah, I can see. You know what? I'll take back my confusion.
Late Buddha. Much love and respect from the 55th Street Envelope General. SIP left the crap. On Late Buddha Crip. That's $100 by you. I heard. Right, you Old English?
Oh, no, I don't do
the Old English?
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Now, Crip Mac was very fortunate and lucky because that area that he decided to pass out old English as well as pizza, that he didn't run across any Hoovers. Now, salutes and shout outs to Damian Porter, who's an OG ref from Hoover Criminals, and after he seen Crip Mac pull up to the Hoovers to pass out pizza, he had some things to say about it. So let's get straight into it. Now, Damian Porter said Crip Mac put his life and his family's life in danger when he decided to pull up to the Hoovers, which is a place you do not want to be at if you don't belong.
That could be very true.
There. Now, Damian Porter told Crip Mac he was very stupid to do that because a lot of people lost their lives recently at that same location. So imagine what would have happened to you if a Hoover ran across you with that thing on your forehead. Now, Damian Porter said just like any hood, anybody can pull up to any hood, but you just can't stay there too long because all it takes is for one ops to spot you and then they got you.
Pulled up to Manchester and Hoover, a place that you don't want to be if you're not from that area. And yes, he got away with it. Many of you know about this already. You have seen this, I'm sure. Crip Mac pulls up over there and he starts feeding the homeless and he's dissing Hoover at the same time. And again, he put up right in the
that's where it gets tricky, I ain't gonna lie.
Heart of the Hoovers, if you will. He got away with it, and I'm sure individuals didn't see him or didn't see him till it was too late or whatever. I don't think he was live. He may have been live. But you can go over there for a little bit, make a video if nobody's hanging out right there and post a video and get out of there. And then go a little bit, make a video.
Now, we do just want to continue to pray for Crip Mac as he continues to make these crazy decisions, but I don't know, man. This is a flu flam.
Video if nobody's hanging out right there and post a video and get out of there. And then go back and post a video. A lot of times individuals get taken out when they're live. And people can see that they're live, he right there right now. They come pull up, or you drop your location. Many individuals have lost their lives right here in this same area recently.
Now, Damian Porter told Crip Mac, you already viral on the internet, but this content you just did was hella stupid. And he said, had that been one of my little homies from Hoover, going over to the 40s doing the same thing you did, I'd have checked them for that. Now, Damian Porter said there's gangsters in every hood that you ain't gonna ever see on the internet. And if Crip Mac would have ran across one of those, he wouldn't be uploading any more videos, he'd have been in the upper room.
In danger. By doing this right here, because
well, yeah, it is dangerous when everybody knows who you are and you don't know who they are, i.e. you're the one on the internet that has a celebrity.
A situation where individuals can say, okay, let's go to where he's at now and take him out. He think this is a game. Now he all in the hood. Let's go to where he, instead of waiting to try to catch him again, be on the lookout, try to catch him, slip up again, and take his face off. Now we're just going to go to where he's at. And that's anyone, any hood, not the Hoovers in particular. That's any hood. I would tell anybody, a viral individual from Hoover.
And Damian Porter is making a good point. Stay out them people's backyard.
Everyone knows about on the internet and the opposition knows about. I would tell him not to go over there to 40 Crip hood and hang out on Vernon and diss their hood and all this to make a video. No, I tell him, man, be careful. Don't do that. You playing gay. Don't do that. You know, they're gangsters from every hood. They're individuals that you will never see on the internet.
Now, Damian Porter said ops pull up to the Hoovers every day, just like every other hood. But he said this is not something you want to do on a regular basis, because all it takes is for one person to catch you. And if you decide to stay there long enough like Crip Mac did, when they come back and you're still there, they're going to take you out.
You may say, like I said, well, there, you know, he's tough, he's bold. You know, people who don't really understand what's going on. Because anyone can do some things, you know, and get away with it for a while. You can come through shooting and get away with it. You know, much less if no one's out there that.
Yeah, but you can only dance with the devil for so long before your number gets called.
Time, but it's not something that you want to do on a regular basis. You don't want to play this sort of game because if one individual catches you and sees you, and you're over there for long enough for him to go back and get some more individuals, or go back and get his gun if he doesn't already have it on him or whatever. They gonna take you out. They gonna try to take you out, bro.
Now, Damian Porter said Crip Mac definitely ain't from LA, because he's from neighborhood Crip. Got that thing on his forehead. Then he thought it would be a bright idea to pull up with his fiance to the Hoovers and pass out pizza. Because he said if you was born and raised...
Maybe the pizzas made him bulletproof. Shit. Maybe he protected by the pizza.
In Los Angeles, you would know off top not to do something stupid like that. Because if you would have did your research, you would have understood that many people lost their lives recently in that same spot.
I don't understand it, because you would think that they know what's going on in LA.
I think he knows. I don't think he cares or is taking it serious.
But Crip Mac is not really from LA. Trevor, where he from somewhere else. You know, he's suburban Crip Mac, man. He's from out of state and he came out here and this and that. He don't.
No, it has nothing to do with not being from LA. We all know how notorious that intersection is, being on Hoover in Manchester. So, you know, him being over there is just a disregard for what the reality of the situation is. I'm not going to blame it on him not being from LA. We all know, if you're from the Southern California area, about that notorious intersection. Anything on the intersection of Hoover, we know, is territory of, obviously, the Hoovers. So, no, I think Crip Mac was just showing a disregard.
Really know the politics, the ins and outs of Los Angeles, California in that way. Because if he did, he wouldn't be doing that right there. Not for no views, because that's what it's for. It's for some views. Man, many individuals have lost their lives right there in that parking lot.
Now, Damian Porter ended it off by telling Crip Mac that trying to show off in front of your fiance and trying to prove something to your hood is going to earn you a first-class ticket to the grave. And he said, luckily and fortunately for you as well as your family, no Hoover caught you. Now, Damian Porter told Crip Mac, you escaped this time with your life, but don't make this a habit. And if you're going to do something stupid like that, don't take your fiance with you, because if anybody catch you, they're going to clap both of y'all up.
He's alive and breathing right now.
No, that's definitely true. But you don't want to continue to make those kind of decisions.
Obviously. But I wouldn't make this a habit for him or anyone else to go inside of anyone's hood, to go in the heart of anyone's hood, hell, on the outskirts of that hood that you're in opposition to, and these individuals know who you are. You're like a trophy for them. If they take your head off, yeah, man, it's just a matter of time, bro. You playing with fire. You know, we've seen it on the internet just recently. A lot of individuals losing their lives in this same area.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of individuals losing their lives in that same area. So we're just going to go ahead and pray and hope that Crip Mac is doing his thing to be as safe as he could be while he's out here in these YouTube streets, while he's looking out for the community, you know? So with that all being said, tell somebody you love them. Make sure you say a prayer. Be blessed. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. We up out of here, man. We gone.